It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense takes the field. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
Got to protect the merchandise, gets down without taking a hit. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Off play action on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Scrambling away. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Gamecocks are on the move.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. We saw it right there in that play action.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Running back searching for a hole. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Floating away. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Oh, he missed it, no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
After the miss on the 47-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 30-yard line. On the sweet spin and he's free. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. On the option. Plows through the defense. Quick toss. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Got his man down the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Bringing it back, it's Matthews. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Goes to the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Selden. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Let's see if they escapes the sack. And the defense is there. He got away from
Number 90 on the field.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. And that is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll try to get outside. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Sellers. Quarterback moving. Dances away again. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's thrown it and...
He makes a grab. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Short gain on the play before he slides. A 3rd down try for the offense. Off the play fake. Looking for space to the left. Spins away from the defender. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Try to get it to the edge. He's there to make the stop. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done. It's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They're going to run it to the right. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Luis. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last round.
And the point after is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you're playing a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Gets it out fast. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Gamecocks will have a first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's first and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, it's second and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Harbor. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Gamecocks will snap it on first and 10. He wants to throw. He makes the connection.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to throw on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Jacobs. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it and still on his feet. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. On the move is the 30. The expressway is wide open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll try the left side. Shakes off the defender. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Vols are on the move. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Oh, what a cut! And he's brought down after a nice gain. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Leaves it with the running back. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. On the run, it's Green. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll run the toss. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Power football with the run. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. That's reeled in. It's Jacobs. Slips a tackle. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it in 4th.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. On third down, going up top. Dances away to buy time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep over the middle. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Shakes off the tackle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game, too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this.
And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's got room. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the 1st down with the run. They'll run the option. The ball's free. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. On the ground, it's Green. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have.
Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They want that clock to run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Takes the handoff. It's Green. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The inside handoff. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful night. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They'll throw it on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 2nd and 10 here. They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The offense set for a first down play. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.